Hello and welcome to 3 Minute Gaming. I'm Nathan, and today I'm going to tell you if this game's worth your time and bandwidth. Today's game is Super Mario RPG: The Legend of the Seven Stars. With a remake on the way, let's jump back to 1996 and look at the original Super Mario RPG. Does this late-era SNES classic hold up? Let's find out. Super Mario RPG is a turn-based RPG and a collaboration between Squaresoft and Nintendo, well remembered for its pre-rendered 3D sprites, funny story, and the fact you can have Bowser and Peach in the same party. Mario, Peach, and Bowser, caught up in the usual kidnapping shenanigans, are interrupted as an entity known as Smithy takes over Bowser's castle and breaks the Star Road into 7 pieces. Without these pieces, wishes across the Mushroom Kingdom can't be granted, so it's up to Mario and the usual suspects as well as newcomers Mallow and Geno to explore the kingdom, getting the stars back from Smithy's gang. The story is a highlight here, and while Mario is a silent protagonist, he often expresses himself through entertaining pantomimes, and the rest of the cast is goofy and plays off each other well. The game's pacing is breakneck, meaning you either get a joke, gag, or new location every few minutes, making it very difficult to put down. There's also a ton of Mario series flavor here, as well as more than a few Easter eggs for fans of the franchise. Mechanically, the game is very basic and was clearly designed as someone's first turn-based RPG. Mario and crew have basic attacks, magic, and items, with the primary gimmick being timed hits. Every attack, weapon, or spell has a sweet spot where, should you press the button at the right time, your attack is unmissable and you'll do bonus damage. The same goes for when you are attacked, as a correct button press will reduce incoming damage. Learning all these timings is key to success. Your party levels simultaneously and can be swapped out anytime outside of battle, with each character having unique strengths and weaknesses. When you level up, you can choose from 3 stats to boost, so the game is easy enough that you can pick hit points the entire time and still probably have minimal issues. I mentioned the fast pacing, and I think that's important as the game constantly drops you in both familiar and new places with massive hosts of new characters, bosses, and scenarios. These often come with new minigames as well, from barrel jumping, river swimming, mountain chasing, Yoshi racing, and more. The imagination across the board here is charming, and honestly not a ton more to say about Mario RPG. It's very basic in its structure, but that isn't a bad thing, with the game's lack of grinding, fast pacing, and entertaining writing, making it a fun romp from start to end. So what do I like about Super Mario RPG? Well, as mentioned, I just love this game's writing. While the story itself isn't exactly deep or anything, the way it's told is incredibly entertaining, with all the characters being distinct and memorable, and again, it basically having a gag a minute. Additionally, the locations are just so charming. From the Mole Village and Mine, to the Cloud City, Star Road, and Underwater Pirate Ship, Mario RPG never lets up in taking you somewhere great. And lastly, the music deserves special mention here. Written by Yoko Shimomura of Street Fighter II, Kingdom Hearts, and Final Fantasy XV fame. She absolutely knocks it out of the park with this banger soundtrack, one of the best on a system well known for exceptional music. When it comes to the bad, the combat is very basic, to the point of it getting kind of boring in normal fights. It also doesn't help that the battle song has one theme it repeats over and over, and that's it. Please, in the remake, Yoko, add a second verse to this song. Additionally, should you play this game on original hardware on a modern TV, the 3D sprites come off as a bit JPEG-y, and even on something like the analog Super NT or a FrameMeister, it isn't super clean. I recommend either playing it via emulator or bust out OG hardware and a CRT. And lastly, this game's platforming is pretty bad, mostly due to its isometric perspective. I know you can't have a Mario game without him jumping around, but the camera here does it no favors. As you know, I rate games here on a 3-point scale. Must play, maybe consider, don't bother. And yeah, Super Mario RPG absolutely holds up and then some. To the point I'd even recommend giving it a playthrough before the remake drops so you can enjoy the experience twice. As the predecessor to Paper Mario and those Mario and Luigi games, Mario RPG laid some impressive groundwork here, and aside from some basic battles and graphical hiccups, it feels just as good today as it did in '96. Bust out your SNES Mini, your favorite emulator or original hardware, and make sure you play this game any way you can. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Have you played Super Mario RPG? I remember when my friends got it when I was younger, and it completely blew me away, even with the N64 being right around the corner. But I want to know what you think, so please let me know in the comments, and regardless, make sure you go out there and check out the original Super Mario RPG.